Hello, YouTube. This is Linda J. Walker. I log on to share my life with you. Listen up, guys. This is kind of early, and I haven't broadcast this early, but what's the difference? You guys can watch when you get up. I wanted to share some things with you because I don't want the people to be confused. I said in many of my videos I will share some corruption and conspiracy that came up against my life without a cause, so that I can warn the people because God said, warn his other people of the evilness in the land. So that is what I'm doing. I'm being a servant to God. I'm not spreading gospel and rumors and lies and deceit. I'm talking the truth, how I know it, and the things that happen in my life. Basically, I'm a witness. I'm a witness for God, and also, um, to tell you what I witnessed. So I'm informing you. I call myself an informative. The TIV toward the end, yeah. So this is what's going on. These evil people out there that got these citizen and hearing voices, they want you to believe that I am the only one being targeted and the people that I know. That is not true. They want you to believe that regular citizen, just like myself, not talking about the business, the entrepreneur at the business, they also are getting hit with corruption and conspiracy because most of my friends that I know, they are entrepreneurs. And I used to be one. So, of course, it hit mine, and I came out because a lot of my contracts, you had to go through business. So the business came together in my view. This is my theory of it. They came together to make sure that I didn't generate enough money so that I can pay for an attorney to fight for my home that was wrongfully in foreclosed, and it was found out it was no foreclosed at all. So could you ever think about that? Someone sending you letters saying that your house is going to be, first they send you your money back. They send the markets people sending you your money back, the bank sending you your money back, the insurance company for the house sending you your money back, everybody sending you your money back. Okay. And then you don't know why you call and try to find out. Nobody wants to talk to you. They put you on hold for 30 minutes. You sitting there on the phone for 30 minutes because this is you talking about one of the largest investment you ever invest in your life, besides your children, your kids. So you're like, you hold for 30 minutes. But when it reached 30 minutes, you start to get a little bit curious. You said, wait a minute, this been 30 minutes. You look at the clock and you realize you've been holding for 30 minutes. So you hang up and you call back and they put you on hold for another 20 minutes. They still don't come back. So now you know something wrong, right? So now the foreclosed that they claim were foreclosed, my house never hit the foreclosure step. At the court where they auction your house out, it never hit because there were people out there waiting. They was out there looking because they wanted to buy this home. There was a female had been approved for the loan for my home. I had a buyer. I could not get the payoff amount. Now, when you cannot get the payoff amount from the bank, you cannot sell a house. You can know the payoff. They don't want your payoff. They want the payoff from the bank. And if you cannot get that payoff, you cannot sell that house. That's just the way it is. Now, the real estate agent, she attempted to get it. She said she was not able to get it. The lawyer that I went out and got, he claimed that he was not able to get it. Now, do I believe him or not? I tell you, I don't want to believe that man that he could not get it. I start to believe that he was part of the conspiracy against my life. And I even asked him, I said, do you want this house? I said, or do you know someone want this house? Because you doesn't sound right to me. And he just looked at me like if he was trouble. And he asked me, did I have any enemies? I said, not that I know of. He said, you sure? I don't know of them. If I have enemies, I do not know of them. So he was assuming that someone is doing something in your life. And he couldn't go into detail to tell me that I think you have some type of device inside of you and people are hearing your conversation, you are being tracked, all of this stuff is happening. He never shared that with me. I think he was in on the other side. I took this man my money and all he wanted, he was demanding more money, more money. It's like he trying to keep me dry as far as money concerned, um, to make sure that I was not able to do anything else but to give him money. So now that's when the guy that I was dating, that's where he came in at. He was actually paying the market, but the market had to go into the court because the house, I went and got a lawyer. I filed it in the court. It was filed in the court. A court date came up to go to court. So this lawyer that I was giving all my money to, he did go to court with me. And the lawyer, well, the judge there gave the lawyer the right for my case to be heard in a higher court. Okay. So now that lawyer supposed to went and filed it in the Supreme Court. Matter of fact, when we left out of court, he told me that was he was about to do. So he said, look for a court date. You know, a court date should come in about 2 weeks, he said. Okay. So I trusted him because he's a lawyer and he went to file. I thought that's what lawyer does. He filed it. He went and filed it, but he did not pay the filing fee. The filing fee was $119. Okay. And he didn't pay that. He's supposed to pay it out of the money that I had already given him. And so I had this client. She was a judge. Okay. And she knew me and I knew her. And because she was a lawyer at one point, you know, you're a judge at some point, you was a lawyer. So she said to me, she said, every lawyer knows when you file something in the court, they are supposed to take the money out of the money that you gave them and pay the filing fee. It was just only $119. Had he told me, say, you know, I don't have the $119. I don't want to take the $119 out of the money you gave me. Could you come up with $119? I would have done it because I needed that case to be heard. He never told me. So I was under the impression that in 2 weeks I would have a court date. So you can't get a court date is the filing fee have not been paid. I'm going to tell you something. Well, I get a letter from the court in about 3 weeks or so telling me that the case had been dismissed because the filing fee was never paid. I was totally taken. I was upset. I was so upset with him. I went up there and I had word with him. And he had his own law practice office. And I believe his partner worked there with him. And she came in the office and I was just really upset with him. And I questioned him about, you know, what he did. And he didn't give me any answer. So what I did, I filed a complaint with the bar on him. I did that. And I wasn't going to let him go with this. And I told him what he did. But I'm going to tell you, God is the Most High. And no one can do what God do. And I'm going to tell you, that man is not in business as of, you know, some years I checked. Because I actually contacted him because I wanted, because remember I told you some money was in the register of the court. So I would call the court and the court told me that the money was still there. So which means you could still go in and take it to court. I could still go to court. Once they still holding the money was not released to anyone. So I could still go into court, take this case to court. So I wanted that file. I wanted to know what he had in his office. And that's when I learned that he was no longer in business, and especially at that, they told me some things. I won't even repeat it, what someone said, but he was no longer in that office, you know, and it's a lot of things that went down. But anyway, just want to give you an idea of how this house was taken from me. Now, no foreclosure never hit my credit. No, never. So it's like, okay, they said a house went foreclosure. It wasn't on the foreclosure list ever. It didn't hit the sales step at the courthouse ever. that I knew of. We checked. We kept, people was going there. They wanted to buy this house. I knew a few people wanted to buy the house. And it wasn't there. And this is what happened to me. I went to Birmingham, Alabama, to clear my head, and I had my own business. So I still had some taxes from the business that I had to resolve with the IRS. So I went there to work out a payment plan with the IRS to pay them what I owe them as far as the taxes is concerned. So when I was there, they had given me a copy of the taxes that I paid on my home. So on that paper, it said that I abandoned the house. Okay, I said abandoned. I said so they the house was not foreclosed on ever. You never see foreclosed anywhere. I abandoned the house, like if I just picked up and left, and that wasn't the case because some people came out and served the paper and told me that if I was not out that house by 8 o'clock the next day, they would have someone there to set me out. And the next day they did. They had someone come there and set it out. And at the time they delivered this letter to me, it was around about 4:30. The court closes at 5. It gave me no time to get to the court to have the judge to intervene on this because I knew nothing that this was going to happen. How is I'm still sitting up in the house and not knowing that this foreclosure about to take place? It was fake. I say it's fake because it never hit my credit. The house never hit the foreclosure steps. They on what IRS gave me said I left, I abandoned. Okay, I paid taxes on this house. I almost thought that they had did something to take the house out of my name. So what I did, I went to check to see who's the owner. You know, you can go at the town, you can go downtown, the city hall, anywhere that you pay taxes, and see who name on the house as the owner. So my name was on it. So my neighbor, he went and checked. He said, Linda, yeah, your name on it. So nobody, I'm not gonna say that I did perfectly, but I'm gonna tell you something. I paid my mortgage for years without missing one payment, without being late. Okay. And they did this to me. Okay. Conspiracy. They got together, made sure I lost all my contract. Every day I was losing one every day until they all went away. Till they all went away. Society came up against me just like that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that's the conspiracy part of it. Okay, and I wrote it off. I said I never want another home. Okay, now they're trying to claim that I'm the only one being attacked, and the people, that's not true. There's a female that I'm friend with still today. We doesn't get together like we used to because conspiracy. And I learned my life. I learned what's going on with me. So I kind of like distanced myself, not angrily distanced myself, but I distanced myself because society expect for me to be in something that I don't hear about. I don't hear this stuff because it's about my life. And even if I did hear it, I wouldn't be in it because it's a conspiracy and God is against conspiracy. God talk about conspiracy and corruption in the Bible. So if I sow conspiracy and corruption, don't you know I know I'm going to reap it. So you got to be careful. You in a conspiracy, you're going to reap what you sow. So you're involved in this conspiracy in a way that you are doing things that to harm other people or to come up against other people. No matter what it is, if it's that you telling lies, you deceiving people, or you taking part of something that doing wrong against someone else, that's conspiracy corruption. So you're gonna reap it. You're gonna reap what you sow. So that's I don't go around practice wickedness. So I don't gonna reap. I'm not gonna reap evenness. But if they are out there doing that, they're gonna reap it. So people feel like, why are you on team with us? Because you're gonna reap what you sow. You out there involving conspiracy and corruption, doing evil, it's gonna come back to you. And when it does, I don't want to be around. Okay, God said, move away from the wicked. I said, bye, adios. I'm gone. So I mean, I'm seriously because Jesus prayed. Okay, and I mentioned this in my other video. Jesus prayed that we do not put our hands to do evil. What do you think that all about? That ain't nothing but hell. That's hellbound, without a doubt. Hellbound. So I don't want to go there. I don't died in my sleep and went to hell. Okay, not because I was a dead soul, because God allowed me to see, because God knew what I was going to come to know about my life, about myself. And God showed me him when he brought me back. When God brought me back and put my spirit back into my body, he allowed me to see him. And to me, it's like God saying, keep your eyes on me. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So society trying to beat me into submission or saying, you're going to play with us in this conspiracy against who? Against yourself. You're going to do what we want you to do. We want you to live like that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Like right now, you're dealing with some things, but it's small town. It's nothing that comparing to what already done happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with it. So now my other friends, before I even known them, or some of them, they was already in a conspiracy. Not because of Leonard J. Walker. It is probably because they were successful. You see what I'm saying? They managed to go out there and get some contract that gave them a good living, and it's sickening the people. People that's envy of people that is able to go out there and get things and make a living for themselves, and become envy of these people because they saying that you got it, but you're gonna have to fight like hell to get it. You're gonna have to kill your soul basically to keep this business, to do this. This is what they I believe what they want you to do. They want you to kill your soul to have a job. And they got these females out there trying to make sure it happened. They're killing their soul. That's why I won't join them. I said, I'm going to make it very clear. I don't care what go down. I don't care about no roof. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If I'm paying for a roof, when I said care for a roof, listen, I'm a child of God. I believe that with everything in me. God made this earth for you and me. Okay. I have no problem with Xing any place. Okay. Because I'm not going to submit to the devil by being in a conspiracy and corruption. Because see, those things they want you to do is not on paper. It's not on any contract you sign. It's not on any law of the land or the Bible, God's word. It's corruption. It's mess. It's conspiracy. And a conspiracy against you. They want you to be involved in a conspiracy that is against yourself. To my house, so they want you to obey them. Do what they want you to do. And what they want you to do, they wouldn't do it themselves. Okay? Because they want you to do it. Why? Just because. They just feel like we're in a place, the business allow us to do it. Well, you know what? The business allow you to kill your soul. But the business don't own me. They ain't got no deeds on this one. They don't have no deeds on this one. So now, so you forced to fight. They trying to force you in the conspiracy to be part of it, to take a pleasure and play in it. And when God telling us something else, to stay away from those things. So it's nothing but the devil. It's the devil trying to get you, trick you in his kingdom. And he hates you. And when you get down there, he's going to torture you. That's all they do. That's all going down in the pits of hell is torture, suffering, pain. That's what's going on. So I will live a life of fight if I have to, before I live eternally in hell with many of them, daddy. That's what I call them, because I'm not going there. My father's in heaven. Amen. My father's in heaven. So there's another person that I know. He has a restaurant. He had a restaurant. He relocated to another state. What I'm saying is that these people's life was under attack before I even knew them. So these people sitting there feeding y'all lies, telling y'all that, oh, it is because of her. People are trying to help her. They have put me in the center of this. They need an excuse why they targeting all these people. And see, as far as your eye can see, that's all they want you to know. But it's not. It's wider than what your eyes can see. They are actually targeting people, and you don't even know they exist. These people are being targeted. They're lying to you. These are just people that's out there trying to win soul for the devil, and they using females to help reel them in, the soul for the devil in hell. Evil females. Now, I'm telling you this because of what I experienced already with a lot of evil females. But anyway, I want, and it's just it's a lot more people. You know, the female that I told you about, my female friend, she lived right here in Atlanta. She from New York. You know, she moved down from New York as well, and she worked for herself. But before she started with this business, she's been in this business for over 10 years now. But before she started this business, she had a position, and things happen. Okay, things happen. It was not happening because of me, but that's what those evil people, those voices that people out there hearing, that's what they want you to believe, because they want you to stay away from me, because see, they hate me. They hate me the most because they know I would die holding on to the Lord. They know that. So you know they hate me. So they want to break me. They can't break me. They can't break my spirit. They can't get me to submit to what they want me to do. So therefore, I guess they said, well, why are they on you? So that's why God on me? So because they see it, I live it. I must look like it, because the devil want me bad. And I remember someone mentioned that to me, and I have no doubt that the devil wants me, but I already know the devil cannot have me. I know that. God already done showed me in so many ways, okay? The devil's just not going to have me. God knows who's he delivering, okay? God is no fool. God didn't deliver the dead to come back in here and corrupt the earth. God deliver someone who he knew that I was going to hold on to him. He knew once I found him, God, I was going to hold on to him. That's why he delivered me. Amen. And I'm going to hold on to him. I don't care what nobody say. Care what nobody do. I'm going to hold on to him. But I wanted to get on to share that with you. Do not believe the hype, because those people out there are trying to make you think that when you see her, run, because your life is going to be messed up. You already know that ain't true. You already know you being targeted anyway. It ain't you gotta know that. They just sitting there running their mouth. They want their mouth to be powerful. They want you to be afraid of them and they mess that they concocted against the citizens. Now, do the nation need this mess? No. Why do they allow it? Because they ain't got nothing else to do. I mean, you know, when people, power is what corrupt a person. Power. Notice, in the FBI office, remember they had to take Igor out of there because he was so obsessed with Martin Luther King. He see Martin Luther King to be some powerful because all those people he had following him. Okay, power. Some people don't like that. Jesus. They hated Jesus. There was a lot of people following Jesus. When they see a lot of people following you, they see power. There's people right now, they can tell you to do something and people just jump and do it. Why? Because they powerful. People follow them. A lot of people follow them. They got money or anything like that. They see power. A lot of people want to be part of that. They don't care how good it is, how bad it is, and you know what you did to get this power. They just want to be a part of it. Not me. It's not power to me. Their power is death. They're going to bust hell wide open. Because first of all, God did not intend for man to be sitting here hearing these dead people talking death to these people, trying to control them, talking about what they're going to do to them. We're going to have the Arab society get together and do this to you. I don't understand why black people are scared. It seems like, okay, didn't you see yourself hanging from the tree? You didn't see no history books. I mean, you didn't see how they used to bust your door down in and do all them things to you. Don't you know that those things are gone? So do you not have any trust in the Lord? Do you not see the power of the Lord? That's what you should be thinking. The power of the Lord. They said, well, it took 400 years. That's the patience of the Lord. But those people up in heaven, God is merciful and he's patient. And see, he's patient because he's patient. He's God. So it's a border. It doesn't skip the evil one, but only God knows our time. You know, God get angry. God is angry with them all day long. Now, could you imagine if someone as holy as God is angry with you? You don't know when he's gonna get fed up and just decided to end it. You don't know your ending day. You know your birthday, but you don't know your ending day. God, you can go to sleep and not wake up. You don't have time to ask for anything because some people just fall asleep without praying. You know what I'm saying? And then wake up and pray. But anyway, guys, I want to share that with you because don't believe the hype because these people are trying to make you seem like I got some type of bad luck rubbed on me. No, I'm not. I got God all over me. Okay, that's the play haters. That's what they hate. They hate God in me. That's what's going on, and they want to break me down to be like them because they say, "Well, we selling our soul. We want you to sell yours too." I say, "You own your own. You own your own. That's it. I'm not selling mine. It's not for sale." Amen. So I wanted to share that with you. It's all across the border. It's all across the border. Okay, it hitting all types of people, successful people. I know business people. It's in their life too. So wake up, enjoy your Tuesday.